Please subscribe for the tech channel, like it and share it. English pedagogy. Key concepts. The notes explain the relationship between letters and sounds in English, highlighting that English is an unphonetic language. Next, speech organs and IPA. Organs of speech are identified. The International Phonetics Alphabet (IPA) is mentioned, stating 3 or 44 phonemes in English, 24 consonants and 20 vowels. 24 consonants and 20 vowels. Classification. Vowels are classified into 12 pure vowels, monophthongs, and 8 diphthongs. Consonant classification. Plosives. 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 Complete closure and sudden release of air. Fricatives. Fricatives. Partial obstruction with audible friction. Affricates. Affricates. Complete closure followed by a slow release. Nasal. Air passes through the nose. Laterals. Air escapes through the sides of the tongue. Alveolars. Tip of the tongue touches the teeth ridge, completely obstructing air. Lateral. Air stream escapes through the lateral sides of the tongue. Lateral air stream escapes through the lateral sides of the tongue when the tip of the tongue touches the upper teeth. Semivowels. Air is not obstructed, but there is a shift in the position of the speech organs. J, W. Next, place of obstruction. Bilabial. Both the lips brought close and air is fully obstructed. P, B, M, W. Next, dental. When the tips of the tongue touches the upper teeth, air is partially obstructed. Alveolar. The tip of the tongue touches alveolar. Tip of the tongue touches the upper teeth ridge and the air is completely obstructed. T, D, N, L, S, Z. Next, palatal. Palatal. Air is obstructed when the front part of the tongue touches hard palate. Palatio-alveolar. Air is partially obstructed when the tip of the tongue touches in between upper teeth, ridge and the hard palate. Velar. When the back part of the tongue touches a soft palate, air is obstructed. K. G. Glottal. Near glottis and between vocal cords, the air is obstructed. H. H. Classification of vowels. Vowel sounds can be classified into two categories. Pure vowels, monophthongs, 12. Tongue position does not change. Diphthongs, 8. Tongue position moves from one to another. Syllable. A syllable is a unit of organization for a sequence of speech sounds. For example, the word water is compound of two syllables, wa and tar. A syllable is a sound unit. Syllable is a natural division of a speech. In English, a syllable comprises a vowel sound with or without consonant. You have studied how English has spread as a second language in India, as well as you also understood the status of English and the basic principles involved in learning a language. Learning a language is learning its skills, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Reading and writing, reading skill involved in reading a text, writing skills, it is considered as a skill and the art of learning writing. Kinds of listening. Discriminative, discriminative listening. So, kinds of listening, Ohin and Coakley. Ohin and Coakley. According to Ohin and Coakley, there are 5 kinds of listening skills. One is discriminative listening. Discriminative listening makes the listener sensitive to arguments and language. Second one, comprehensive listening, the listener to understand a message. Next, critical listening, the listener to evaluate what is listened. Therapeutic listening, the listener to serve as a sounding board without evaluating or judging the message. Appreciate listening, it is for enjoyment or to gain a sensory impression. Richard Richard taxonomy is separated into 33 micro skills for conversational listening, 18 micro skills for listening to academic lectures. Procedures for planning listening tasks. The listening task should be graded according to the student's level. John Yagang, who prescribes 3 levels of practice: pre-listening, while listening, post-listening. As we teachers, we should learn to coordinate many different activities like phonological contrast, blending patterns, voice quality setting, rhythm patterns, suprasegmentals, conversational and communicatively more connected styles of speaking and listening. Reading for skills training. Uh, Intensive reading, a detailed study of textbook. Advantage of intensive reading, it increases the active vocabulary, it helps learning functional grammar. Extensive reading means a non-detailed study of the book. It is the type of reading that an adult does in life. Oral reading, read aloud to share some information or pleasure. Silent reading, it can be uh, accentuated for high school stage. De Boer and Dahlman, 1967, suggests the following skills of comprehension which demand a complete competence: a silent reading. Reading to find the main idea, reading to select the significant details, reading to answer questions, reading to summarize and organize, reading to arrive at generalizations. Integrated instructional materials. In these learning activities are based largely on the immediate interest of the students. Approach is based on the view that writing is the result of employing identifiable stages of thinking to manage the composing process of idea generation, planning, translating, and reviewing. Elements of good writing: unity of ideas, well knit sentences, right words in right places, a well balanced structure, organization of ideas. Approaches. An approach deals with the different theories about the nature of language and how it is learned. The structural approach. The structural approach builds the syllabus on structures and grammatical items. Communicative approach. The communicative approach to language teaching starts from a theory language as communication. Audio lingual approach. This approach focuses primarily on the skills of listening and speaking. Reading and writing are given due importance. Methods of teaching English. Grammar translation method. It is a way of learning a language through a detailed study of grammar and translation of sentences and passages into the target language. Direct method. According to Frank, a German philosopher, a language could best be taught by using it actively in the classroom. In this method, a sentence is the unit of expression as one cannot say anything sensible with mere list of words. The reading method, the practitioner of reading method usually begin the study of the language with an oral phase in the beginning students. Bilingual method. The bilingual method incorporates different aspects of the direct method and the grammar translation method. The use of mother tongue is allowed but strictly controlled and limited to the teacher. Situational method. The teacher presents the structures in meaningful situation. All that is available in the classroom, like the furniture, the blackboard, the pictures, the calendar, uses the calendar maps, the windows can be made. Use of teacher also use the things outside the classroom. Communicative method. Basic principles. Fluency before accuracy, communicative competence before grammatical competence, stress on meaning and social use, natural situation. Micro teaching was first introduced at Stanford University in 1960 by Allen and others. The teacher teaches a short lesson of about 5 to 10 minutes duration for a small group of 5 to 10 students. The salient features of audiolingual. Audiolingual method has following important characters. New material is presented in dialogue form. Structures are sequenced and one at a time. There is a dependence on mimicry, memorization of set phrases, and overlearning skills, listening skills, techni- playing recorded tape or reading a passage or list of words as asking the learners to tell how many times a sound occurs. Speaking skills, showing some familiar or objects or things to the learners and asking them to name them. Presenting short, that means nursery rhymes and asking the learners to repeat them. Tasks to be performed by the learners, naming the objects, things shown by the teacher correctly. Remedial teaching in the words of F5 Bellows. Remedial teaching is a more moral building and interest building enterprise for the students. Teaching of structures and vocabulary items. A comprehensive planning is necessary to teach a structure 7 after selection and gradation. A textbook may not provide the subdivision of the structures as finally, as it is required to first master the structure tasking the help of a good grammar book. Selection and grading of structure. Utility, simplicity, teachability, productivity. Teaching learning materials in English. Audio visual aids. The teacher who substitutes and consolidates speech through the use of visual or auditory images succeeds more easily in guiding the student through the collaboration of an idea. So, student through the elaboration of an idea. Visual aids, blackboard, charts, pictures, objects, flashcards, film strips, audio aids, the radio, the cassette recorder, language, laboratory, the television, the films, the computer. Lesson planning, a broad framework, motivation, language work. Language work means structures, presentation, practice, production. Active vocabulary, presentation, practice, production. Passive vocabulary, presentation. Other vocabulary. Pronunciation, introduction to the topic, declaration of the topic, reading aloud by the teacher, silent reading by the students, comprehension questions, reading aloud by students, recapitulation, assignment. Curriculum and textbooks, importance and its uses. Curriculum is defined as a plan that provides learning opportunities for students. Since education is an orderly and deliberate effort. Principles of curriculum construction, variety of experiences, individual differences, inner relationship of subjects, training for leisure, relation with community life. Distinction between syllabus and curriculum. The two terms syllabus and curriculum are sometimes used synonymously. However, a distinction between these two terms is made in Britain, where curriculum is wider and a general term. It is the uh, totally of content to be taught in an educational institution. Evaluation in English language basing CCE. Evaluation, it is a continuous process. Meaning of evaluation, measurement, and test. Good, Good, 1959, in his dictionary of education, defines measurements as the comparison of a quantity with an appropriate scale for the purpose of determining the numerical value on the scale that corresponds to the quantity to be measured. Natural evaluation, need for evaluation, types of evaluation, questionnaire, observation schedules, checklist or inventories, self-assessment forms, interviews, diaries, tests. Characteristics of a good test. A good test not only tests the students but also helps them to know their strengths and weakness. Blueprint. The blueprint means the plan that the teacher has been evaluating the performance of the pupils, the formulation of instructional objectives, and their respective behavioral changes.